Just 4 days into the new year, and the United States has already recorded the first fatal school shooting of 2024. A 17-year-old killed a sixth-grade student, wounded 4 other students as well as an administrator before taking his own life. Thomas Eyelikeness files this report.
The tragedy unfolded shortly after 7:30 Thursday morning at this community school in the small city of Perry, Iowa, in the U.S. Midwest. Students had started to return for the first day of classes after the winter break. Now, this campus has a high school and a middle school that are connected. All of the shootings took place in the high school. It's likely that the younger people had been in the high school for a breakfast program. A 17-year-old armed with a pump shotgun and a small caliber handgun opened fire on his victims. Police were called. Police spokesman Mitch Mortfett picks up the story.
Officers immediately attempted to locate the source of the threat and quickly found what appeared to be the shooter with a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
A systematic search of the school continued.
Officers located during the search of the school an improvised explosive device. The state fire marshal and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms rendered the device safe.
The shooter has been identified as 17-year-old Dylan Butler. Mortfett says they're doing a deep dive into his background.
Butler also made a number of social media posts in and around the time of the shooting. Law enforcement is working to secure those pieces of evidence. All evidence thus far suggests that Butler acted alone.
As for the motive, nothing is clear, but Mortfett says there's no evidence that this is a hate crime.
As far as the ethnicity of the victims, I'm not sure, and there's nothing to indicate at this time that it had anything to do with race.
Sadly, these incidents are all too common in a country that has more guns in civilian hands than it does people, and attempts to bring in gun control are met with stiff political resistance. Thomas Eyelikeness from Agila International. Trusted, connected, on point.